guys, so today I'm going to do, what am I gonna do? What are you doing? Hi guys, so today I'm going to do a video and I'm going to call it, I think, New Releases Spend or Save. Basically, I got the idea from Samantha March, and a couple other YouTubers have done it, but Samantha March has a YouTube series called Will I Buy It? And basically what she does is she goes through new releases, talks a little bit about them, and discusses if she thinks she'll buy it or not. And then it creates a discussion down in the comments below of people saying, do they think they'd pick up a certain product, or do they also agree, are they going to pass on it? And I was kind of thinking about doing a similar type of video. I don't want to take her video title or anything like that, so I figured I'd call it New Releases Spend or Save. But if you have a better idea for a name of this series, please let me know down below. I'm open to suggestions. So anyways, so I'm going to try this whole screen recording thing again. And while I get this set up, can I do it on my iPad? I'm on my iPad this time. And by the way, if you were curious how I got this look, I filmed a tutorial on how I created it, so I'm not sure if that will be up before or after this video, but if it's not up already, subscribe, and then that way you can watch it later if you're interested. Okay, so cell phone is here now. Okay, I have my cell phone now. Instagram. I'm going to be using the Treadmoon 1 Instagram. Please follow them if you haven't already. I'm not sure what her name is, but she's really up to date on everything that's going on. And if you want to know anything about new releases, prices, when, where you can get it, etc., she definitely will have it on her Instagram. Okay, record. Oh, this hair's driving me nuts. I should get a hair clip and pin it back. Sometimes it just doesn't listen right after I wash it. Okay, so it's recording now. So the first thing on my list here, okay, is this. The Natasha Denona, what's it called? Tropic Palette. And she says that it's going to be $129, available March 8th. So I don't think I'm going to be picking this up. I did the math here. So for me, it's $129 times multiplied by the exchange rate. So the rate of inflation from US dollar to Canadian dollar is about 27%. So it would be around $165 Canadian to get it. I'm actually guessing it would probably be $180. So $180 for this palette. I don't think that it's worth it. Let's see here. Yeah, there's the swatches, and it's pretty. It's a pretty palette, but $180, that's how much it's going to be, or $129 for this. Her eyeshadows are way too expensive for the general market and the general population. I get that she's trying to be an exclusive brand and everything like that, but she's in Sephora. So what exactly is going on? It's not like I don't want to say professional, because it is. But it's almost like that. Like, we have a supply store here called Windsor Beauty Supply, and you have to be a registered esthetician in order to shop there, right? You would think that her eyeshadows would be somewhere like that if she's going to be putting out so many for such an expensive price. And then on top of it, they expire very quickly. And I've heard people say that they're quite sad that they bought the Natasha Denona palettes because 6 months later they're using it and it's not the same. I'm really not that interested. Also, Angelica on YouTube, I'll have her channel linked down below too. She showed this palette, and what she did was, she said, what's going on here? The top two rows look like Modern Renaissance. Or Soft Glam, sorry, yeah, the Soft Glam palette, which I agree with. And then she said that the bottom row looks like its own 5-pan palette. And it just doesn't make that much sense. The people who like the top 2 rows probably won't like the bottom row, and the people that like the bottom row probably won't like the top 2 rows. So it just seems almost like a mishmash of shadows in this palette. And I get that maybe it is for the people that like the top 2 rows but want to experiment with color. But if you like the top 2 rows, you probably already have shadows that look similar to those colors. And if you want to experiment with more blues, greens, purples, etc., then why wouldn't you just spend less money and buy a single eyeshadow that's blue, or a smaller palette, you know, like the NYX colorful one from the drugstore, something like that if you wanted to experiment. So anyways, enough about that. I'm not going to be picking it up. Next is the Natasha Denona Mini Sunset Palette. And it's going to be $24, so that's not a bad price. So Canadian, probably $30, $36, I'm not sure, it depends. It says it will be available March 8th, and it's a Sephora exclusive. Oh, got an email. Okay, so, and this is Angelica's point, is she went and came out with a 5-pan palette that's a mini sunset palette, which to me is not even that interesting, because if I got it, I would want that yellow. Right? I don't think a lot of people have a yellow like that one right there in the bottom corner. Hopefully I'm recording the screen and you know what I'm talking about. I'm sure you do though, the bottom right corner. That yellow, that's a color that people would want, and maybe a really good matte red. Instead it's a shimmery red, so the colors are just odd on it. And you would think that in Angelica's video, just please watch her video and you'll understand what I'm talking about. She said, why wouldn't Natasha have put these 5 shadows in the Tropic palette, and then the bottom row of the Tropic palette, those blues and purples, make them into their own 5-pan palette. Makes so much more sense, right? I think people would be more inclined to buy both then. Obviously you can tell I'm not going to be picking that up. Next, oh yeah, this one. So this is the Violet Voss Like a Boss eyeshadow palette. So, a palette with 20 shades and different finishes, matte and shimmery, for $45. So here, for me, that's about $60. Coming soon online and in stores at Sephora. Some stores already have it out. And I like this palette. I was really excited that Violet Voss was coming out with another eyeshadow palette, just because I do like her shadows. Sorry, let me get situated here. I do like her shadows. I am wearing them today, and I think they're pretty good for the price. I think I want to see swatches of it, so let's see here. They have... It seems a little bit more cool toned, right? Okay, so Hustle, Fierce, Baddie, Queen. That color Strong and that color Work is Calling My Name. And then these colors down here, Inspo, Royal, Smart AF, Extra, Amazeballs. That reminds me of the Tayla. And also Girl Crush. Those colors are kind of speaking to me a little bit. I have to figure out if I have enough of these shades or similar shades to it in my collection before I do purchase it. I do have a lot of eyeshadows, so I'm not sure. I'm kind of on the fence. What do you guys think? Would you pick it up? Oh, next is this thing. Oh my goodness. Just putting the list together of what I was going to be talking about in this video, I was actually really hoping it was going to be a positive video, and I was going to say I'm going to get everything. I really want everything. I'm so excited, right? But there has been a lot of releases coming out lately, so I think I'm kind of on almost a low buy, and I didn't mean to be. I'm just not interested in what's coming out right now. A lot of it seems like redos and repeats and brands following trends that are way behind. Too Faced and the Unicorns. And here we have Tarte and the Mermaids. So this is a Mermaid Dream palette, a new eyeshadow palette by Tarte Cosmetics. A palette with 14 shades and different finishes. Matte, shimmery, and duochrome. Duochrome, that kind of piques my interest a little bit. That's what I've been into lately, is duochromes. And it's going to be $42, so once again, probably around $60 for me. It will be online and in stores at Sephora, and some stores have it out already. Just in time for spring and summer. Am I the only one who thinks that this looks like the Kathleen Lights ColourPop Dream Street palette? I'm just saying. And her palette actually had a shade in it called Mermaid Boy. Yeah, so it has all these nudie colors, and then you have that color Splash, and what's that one called? Bubbles? Splash and Bubbles? That are kind of blue. The rest is all neutrals. That one color, I can't tell the name of that one. It's the purpley one on the bottom. That color looks cool, but I don't want to buy a whole palette because I like one color. It seems like it would be weird to store, and it's pretty. I'm not saying that it's not. And if you really like Tarte eyeshadows, I do as well, then you might like it. But after everything that's going on with that went on with them with the Tarte Shape Tape foundation and how they handled that, or well, they didn't really. They just ignored what everybody was saying. And now they just have sales every day. And then what they did with the Clay Play 2, and they didn't really acknowledge it. They couldn't even put a sticker on the outside so we could tell the difference if we have both. I'm kind of on pause with them. I still use their stuff and the stuff that I have, but I haven't really bought I haven't bought anything from them since that whole controversy. Anyway, yeah, I'm not going to be picking this up. Okay, and then next I have this palette. Now this one to me is interesting. This is already at Sephora here, and for me it's $38. It says available now, Trend Mood 1, available now. The Visart Petite Pro eyeshadow palette includes 8 shades. And I think it's pretty, you know, it's got some purples, a nice brown, shimmers, so you have shimmery reds, pinky colors, and almost a white pink. Then you have 2 different peach colors, one more muted, one a little bit more vibrant. I haven't tried Visart yet. The price on this eyeshadow palette is pretty decent for Visart, and I'm considering getting this one. The colors on it speak to me a little bit, but I just wonder about what they're doing with these palettes, because with their other palettes, they're, you know, the bigger ones that are $80, they only have all mattes in them, or all shimmers. They're professional palettes anyways. I know this, that they came out and said that they create palettes that are only all matte and palettes that are only all shimmers, so there's no cross-contamination between the shadows. And they stand by that, and that's how they promote those products. But then they go and create these small little palettes with mattes and shimmers in them. So what is it, Visart? Are you just saying, oh, here, general people, you can have cross-contamination, but professionals, we're going to make you pay extra, so you have to buy 2 palettes to have your mattes and shimmers? I'm not sure what's going on with that. So I think I might pick this palette up. I'll probably wait until I see a couple of reviews on it and decide then. I know that Vizier has been coming out with a lot of new eyeshadow palettes, so I might just wait and see all their new releases and then decide which one to pick up. Sorry, when I'm looking over here, I'm just looking at my list I have. Alright, so Too Faced is coming out with a new collection, the Natural Beauty collection. And let's see here, so Trend Mood has the picture here, so it looks like they're coming out with some lipsticks with a pretty design on the outside. They're coming out with their bronzers in the new packaging that the chocolate gold was in. I like that idea. I really liked their Chocolate Soleil bronzer, and I was actually thinking about picking one of these up, but now I bought the Anastasia Beverly Hills bronzer. I got it in the shade Tawny, and I really like that bronzer, so I don't know, I really like the smell of this one too. Are you gonna pick any of those up just because the packaging changed? I think it's super cute. The next thing is, oh, their face palette. So that looks cute as well, but Too Faced is so touch and go with their products. You know, one palette will be really good and then the next palette is not good and you just don't know what to expect from them. So I would never recommend buying anything from Too Faced the day it releases. Ever. Don't do that. Wait until you see a couple reviews on it and you yourself can actually go in the store and swatch it. Because when, what was it, that chocolate gold palette came out, I was thinking about getting it and then I decided not to because the Urban Decay Heavy Metals went on sale. Oh, my battery's gonna die. And I was like, no, it's not gonna be good because Too Faced hasn't been releasing that palettes that are that good and that well received lately, so I decided not to get it, and turns out that palette was really good. So just wait until you see reviews until you make your decision. But this face palette, it looks okay, it looks pretty, I like the design on it. I don't know if the design will last once you start using the product, so that's something that I would want to know about. The eyeshadow palette, not interested in it unless people say the formula is absolutely amazing. I have enough nude natural colors, I don't need this. Why are they just regurgitating a palette they already have? I don't know. Are you gonna pick up anything from this collection? And then last but not least, I have the Urban Decay Back Talk palette. So I think I'm probably gonna pick this one up though. I think it looks really cool. You know, you have your face shades on here, in here, and then also your eye shades, and they're cool colors, you know, the plummy pink purpley colors, and that's what I've been into lately. So I think I'm gonna pick this one up. It is 2 palettes in one, like their contour palette, a double-sided removable mirror. Oh, I didn't even know that. I should read. Acts as a divider between the eyeshadow shades and the blush and highlighter shades. One side has 8 eyeshadows, the other side has 4 blushes and highlighters, and it's going to be $46. I think that's a really decent price for what you're getting. And there's the description there. I'll have it for you. I just don't want to read it all because my camera's about to die. So there's the description there. Oh, J Kissa even commented on here, whoa, I love this whole color story already. And Storybook Cosmetics said that it's gorgeous. So I think that this palette's going to be well received by people. Anyway, what do you guys think? Is there anything that you're going to pick up? Is there anything that you think I shouldn't pick up? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And please subscribe so we can continue on this makeup loving journey together. Thanks guys. Bye.